You smell like watermelon, Jolly Ranchers.
I was just gonna say.
Hi, how's it going? My name is Niger Chambers of Big Go Bug Media. It's a pleasure to talk to you two today, and welcome not only to New York Comic Con, but very excited it's spooky season as Goosebumps returns to Disney Plus and Hulu today, Friday the 13th. How is the emotions flowing right now for you two?
It's pretty exciting. I mean, we've been working on this show for years, so it's nice to finally come out, and it's kind of fortuitous that it's coming out on Friday the 13th, right around Halloween. Yeah. So it's exciting, and we hope people like it as much as we do.
Yeah.
Totally. It's been a long ride, and for the premiere day to finally be here is awesome. And yeah, everyone's trying to find scary stuff to watch these days, and hopefully they find this one. Yeah.
Absolutely. When I think about my childhood, I think about the properties that's just synonymous, not just with me personally, but just globally, culturally. You think of the likes of Power Rangers, you think of the likes of Pokemon, and without a doubt, Goosebumps is in that conversation. How much responsibility did you all take in terms of bringing this, not only for that generation, my generation that grew up with this, but this new generation that may be discovering it for the first time?
Yeah, it was always top of mind because both of us grew up reading the books too. It was our generation also, so we read the original book series, we watched the original series in the 90s, and so when we were developing this version, we really wanted to pay tribute to those because we know how popular they are all around the world. So it was a big hurdle, but we thought about it all the time.
Yeah,
totally. And R.L. Stine was actually involved a bit in the development insofar as he read some of the scripts and saw some of the cuts. So when he blessed it, we knew we were on the right path. And I grew up reading it, we grew up reading it, but my 11-year-old daughter is now reading the same books that I read 30 years ago. So that's another bar that makes sure that we do something that she will be excited by and that we can watch together as well. So.
That's amazing.
I think we talk a lot about how we look back at the book series and the show with nostalgia and remember when we first read them, and now kids are seeing them reading them for the first time, and so we're approaching it from both ends, and hopefully the show does that also.
Yeah, and a lot of interesting decisions made. First of all, with 5 episodes dropping, thank you. Let's everybody get into groove right away pretty early. Yeah. Having the dual drop on Hulu and Disney Plus, amazing for visibility. But with anthologies being so prominent right now, especially within the horror genre, to go to more of the series release, what was the idea with this, how the release plan was going to be? Was it ever considered to be an anthology, or was this always the plan?
We knew we wanted to pull from all the books because we had access to all of them, so we decided pretty early on that we were going to use 5 of the most popular ones for the first 5 episodes, and then for the rest of the season just pull from all the books. So they were never going to be pure anthologies, even though we were drawing inspiration from them, because we wanted the teen drama and the teen soap to be serialized and continue through everything. And so that's sort of how we approached the material when we developed it.
Totally. And it was very character first for us. Like, it was important that each of our characters feel like really dynamic, real-feeling high school characters, and the adults as well, frankly. And so in order to sort of dive into those dynamics and really get under the hood, we realized we needed more serialized. We needed, to arc it out over a season as opposed to having standalone anthological episodes, basically.
And we want people to keep watching every episode. To your point, 5 episodes then weekly, so we need people to keep going.
Yeah, and the hitters are at the end. I wish we could talk a little bit about Slappy here and the casting with Slappy as well, too. But in due of the strike here, actors obviously unable to be here at the time. I just wanted to give an opportunity for you all to kind of shed the light back on their work, especially Justin, who, oh my goodness, what a performance. But this amazing young cast as well. If you all can just take a second to just talk about their work.
Cast is amazing. I mean, you brought up Justin, who's one of the best actors out there, and we're lucky to get him because he's so good at comedy and horror and can go seamlessly between the two of those, which we do in the show. So he was amazing, a lot of physical humor too, and the young cast was just unbelievable also.
I mean, we auditioned literally hundreds of kids and young adults, and these 5 just popped, man. And it was amazing to see the chemistry right out of the gates. And it'll be really fun, hopefully, to do many more seasons with this group.
Yeah, I would talk about many more seasons. Here's for my final question. I have had a chance to check it out. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I am going to tell the fans to be sure to stick through not only the entire season, but all the way to the very, very, very end. Looks like there may be some things already set in place for season 2. What might you be able to wink at or emote about in terms of what we can expect there?
Listen, we have access to all the books. There's plenty more books to come from.
It is.
Our cast, these high school kids, started in a weird place, and then they end in a very different weird place. There's a lot more story to tell with them, even without the books, so there's plenty more to come.
Yeah, totally. I mean, over 60 books, 400 million copies sold. We got a lot of well to draw from, so we're just excited to be able to do it for as long as they'll have us. Yeah.
Amazing. Strap in, folks. Goosebumps is available right now, Friday the 13th, on Hulu, on Disney+. Gentlemen, it's a pleasure to talk to you today.
Thanks
Absolutely.
so much.
Yep. Take care.